What's up, Raiders? Welcome to the Game Chest. My name's Steve, and today we're going to destroy some value. Now, it's kind of weird that I'm on this side of the camera, because usually destroying the value we do on the review table over there, because generally, size of the figures are usually like, generally what I get in for unboxings anyways. So it's like new toys, and a lot of what I collect is generally smaller scale figures. Not today. And a little bit of backstory, because I have a tub of stuff here, so we got quite a bit to unbox today. What these are, I'll show you guys one of them, are the, I don't want to say old, because, God, it doesn't feel that old to me, but these are like mid to late 90s Kenner Star Wars figures. These are the Collector Series. Okay, this one says Action Collection, but when you look at some of them, they're Collector Series. Now, I'm not going to show you guys everything in the box right now, but this is what we're messing around with today. And these were actually all my mom's. Because back in the day, I used to be super into Star Wars, and I mean hard into Star Wars. Especially when I watched the old films, and then when the re-releases came out in the mid-late 90s, just jumped on board, had majority, if not all, the action figures at one point. Until, God, I think it was Attack of the Clones where I really kind of started waning on, like, hardcore, my mom buying them for me. But I used to know, like, all Star Wars knowledge. I could tell you every single alien name, what they're from. But nowadays, not as much, because like I mentioned, after Attack of the Clones, my interest in it kind of waned a bit, because like that movie wasn't that great. And Revenge of the Sith, while still pretty good, didn't really get me excited to buy it and really want to have any more stuff in my collection. And then this is also the same time I really started getting out of figures as much, because a lot of, we'll just say the girls found them creepy. So I didn't really collect them personally. And then after starting to really hardcore buy a lot of figures, for the most part when I collect, especially nowadays, not a lot of this is actually stuff from my childhood. A lot of this is actually stuff that I never was allowed to have when I was a kid. So I buy a lot of them now. The only thing I really have that I also owned when I was a kid were Kenner aliens, except there is quite a few that I never actually had when I was growing up. So those are the ones I kind of sought out harder than the other ones. And Godzilla stuff, which I still have all my Godzilla stuff from when I was a kid. All my Star Wars stuff actually ended up going to my little brother. And I don't know what he did with all of them. But most of them were like missing parts and stuff, because they were hardcore played with. But this kind of falls into the same category of stuff that I never got to have when I was a kid, because my mom actually collected these and never let me touch them. But she's moved quite a few times and just really is trying to get rid of a lot of her stuff, and it was just like, you collect toys, you want them? I don't want them anymore. And initially I was thinking about selling them, because there's a lot here. They're all still boxed up. And again, I don't really collect Star Wars that much. Like, Mandalorian's really kind of got that little bit of like Star Wars itch to collect something, but I didn't really know what I wanted to really get into. Because there's like the Black Series, I used to buy them, but I had place I was at the time, I didn't have a lot of room, so stuff eventually had to get rotated out because I had to make room for other things. And Star Wars was the thing that got axed. So, a lot of my Black Series left, but Mandalorian stuff I've been starting to collect here and there. I have all the Black Series stuff, and some Black Series figures go along with them. Got the figure arts on pre-order, because again, really like that scale. But for the most part, for like older Star Wars stuff, didn't really know what I wanted to get into, because like I wanted to just try to get some representations of those characters in my collection, because like Star Wars again was a big thing when I was all growing up. But I didn't want to I don't want the originals, because it just wasn't a thing I had when I was a kid. I like the Kenners. They're actually fairly cheap to get a hold, like when the re-releases came out. Those Kenners aren't generally that expensive. Like, granted, some are, but for the most part, I don't really want to try to hunt all those down again. And then these were kind of brought to my attention that these were a thing. And they're actually they're a lot cheaper than you think they would be. Now, what I got here, I probably have about $300 Star Wars stuff, and I could sell it, and unboxing is definitely gonna hurt the value, so kind of works today. So we also had some comments of doing actually videos of destroying things' value. So I imagine this thing all opened up, I probably would have like $100 instead of more like 300. But I think I'm just gonna collect these. Because they pretty much do all the major characters from the original films. You can even get like the prequel ones. That's really all I care about, because I don't think I'd really want anybody new. And the new ones I could just get figure arts to go along with them, because for characters I like in the prequels, it's mainly the bad guys. So it's really all I want. So figure arts kind of works for me there. But classic stuff, I don't think any of these really get over like $80. And that's just like big sets get over $80. But anyways, I'm just going to start cutting into these while we sit here and finish talking. Start with Greedo, the bounty hunter that didn't shoot first, if I'm remembering my Star Wars tree. Oh, there's a Star Wars club. It's only $20 for 6 issues. Holy crap, why is it taped? I don't want to rip it. But, I hope you guys can see it. Well, you just send your money order to P.O. Box 111000 in Aurora, California. Or 1-800-TRUE-FAN. God, I hate that. Oh, man, there's twisty ties. Hold on a sec. Now, one reason I actually, I'm going to open all of them is because the box condition on these definitely vary. Greedo's wasn't the best. Like, there's little tears. The texture, like, you can definitely tell it's been in a basement. Which they have. Because my mom had a like classic Victorian-esque house that she's selling currently, and that's where these were hiding out in. But figures don't smell that bad. Like, the figures don't really have a smell. Like, the figures, there's nothing wrong with the figures. So I was like definitely on board of opening them because they're not going to smell. Plus, got a new cabinet I can put stuff in. So I was thinking about making it just a classic Star Wars cabinet. Plus, this will make Rez super happy, one of my buddies, because I'll finally be collecting some 12-inch figures, some 1/6 scale, if you will. Which, the head sculpt actually looks really nice. Outfit's pretty cool. Slight discoloring on the back. It's like 2 little dots, but outside of that, not too shabby. This is stitched together, it would seem. But it's just kind of like the Michael Jackson jumpsuit. It's got his little gun. It is molded, so this isn't coming off. A little bit of poseability, but nothing too crazy. I don't think this arm actually... Oh, okay, it does have a bend. You just got to kind of figure it out. Because I do have like the Alien Kenner figures that are like this. Ooh, this is squishy. This is weird. I'm trying to look because he has boots. I want to see if his legs were, how they decided to do his legs. Oh, we can take a peek. I want to see if the body... Okay, the body is blue on the inside, so that is kind of cool. If you wanted to just throw up your Greedo, the colors match. Yeah, not too bad. You can pose them a little bit. It's not going to be anything dramatic because, again, these are like 90s. 90s figures generally meant to be collected in the box. But pretty on board with Greedo. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to save for last. Probably the smaller ones. So next we have Grand Moff Tarkin. Can't say he was ever my favorite character growing up. He was just kind of like... sort of like... He was the big bad of the first movie. Like, a lot of people... Like, everybody kind of associates it with Darth Vader, but I always felt like in the first film, Darth Vader felt to me more like a minion. And then Tarkin here was kind of like the guy pulling the strings until he acts it in the first film. Ooh, his boots slide. Interesting. Got some detailing. Definitely smells new. Got some Velcro on the back if you want to take a peek on the inside. But again, detail's pretty nice. Not quite as good as the Greedo. I feel like the aliens, they definitely went like above and beyond in the detailing, and the human characters are just kind of, eh. I was kind of wish he had a gun too, but I guess it wouldn't make much sense because he never really like shot anybody in the movie. But he does come with his own interrogation droid, which I'm going to be pitching these boxes because I just don't got room to keep these things. But you do get a little interrogation droid to go along with them. Sadly, nothing for it to float on. And I don't know, I can't think of a really good way. Like, I guess I could use a Tamashii stand and use that Kong grip for that would probably be good. Possibly a doll stand. Could just have them hold on to it too. Kind of like a giant beach ball, if you will. We'll just keep moving down. So we got R2-D2. Oh, we're going to save the small ones for last. There's an R2-D2. Guess we'll go Lando Calrissian next. Sadly, I don't think there's a Leia. There's a few there's a few Lukes though. But I don't think my mom ever had, like, I thought she had a Chewie, but I haven't seen it. Though then again, there might be another box because I feel like there was more of these. Also, there's string. Oh, it's for the. Is that for the? I think that's for the robe. That's weird. Uh-oh. Super weird. Oh, I can just kind of pull these. Okay, I can honestly say I've never seen string used to keep things in check. Alright, box cutter. Alright. Got Cloud City Lando. I wonder if they make that. Because I was looking up some of the stuff, because I definitely want. There's an Admiral Akbar, and I really feel like I need that. I definitely need that figure in my life. Oh, he's got a Ratchet. Oh, that's weird. Sounds like I'm breaking his arm as you're articulating him. You know, I kind of like his face, though. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely a fairly handsome looking figure from back then. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's a little disconcerting. Also comes with the blaster. Got the communicator. This, okay, so that just, it's supposed to slide over, I guess? I am so probably putting this on the wrong hand. But we'll figure it out eventually. But, do get the communicator. Do get a blaster. I don't know if that's accurate for it, because I feel like a lot of these guys had that blaster. Oh no, he's got a Stormtrooper blaster. Okay, a lot of them just have Stormtrooper blaster. Alright, well at least it's different. Granted, he doesn't hold it the best. I'll have to definitely mess around with him a little more. But still pretty sweet. Next we got the Luke, the Busbender version, which I think is probably my favorite out of the bunch. At least like Luke wise. But because you don't quite see as many figures of this one, not as much as like A New Hope and Return of the Jedi. I feel like I see that Luke all the time and stuff, but looks pretty good. Oh, the Luke figures, I feel like they gave him like platinum blonde hair and he's more of like a dirty blonde. And I almost feel like I want to try to paint that because it's not quite right. Because it's just, I don't know, it's very old-fashioned looking. Like, it looks a lot like the older toys because he was definitely very blonde in those as well. Oh, yep. Okay, so they do bend, but it's just that same kind of like hard articulation. And then he also gets the, oop, definitely don't want to break that. Okay. Lightsaber. Sadly doesn't come apart. I like too that he has a blaster here. And it looks like he has a spot where you could hold it. And one thing I like about these two is they kind of remind me of little G.I. Joes, if you will. Which I never really got into buying those, but I used to like have friends that had them, so we used to play with them, and could always appreciate them. And I think that's what I kind of liked about these ones, because they were just large scale figures, and I kind of wanted to play with them growing up. And then it's also that allure because like my mom would never let me open them or play with them, and he does not hold this lightsaber very well. Say that with some certainty. You gotta kind of have him holding it on the bottom. Now, I don't know if you're going to be able to get him in dynamic poses. Oh, it's kind of clapped in. That's sweet. You can have his jacket kind of open if you wanted. Customize it a little bit. That is super cool. Even though he kind of has it closed in there. I wish it was maybe a little bit grimier. Like, this is the one figure that kind of got some mold damage because it would look a little more appropriate with the outfit. But not too bad. The other thing, too, I guess, with this kind of like satisfying my Star Wars collecting is that these do remind me a lot of the old Kenner figures, but just in a larger scale. So you get like a little bit of posability, nothing too crazy. The characters look, this is one of the ones, like the box is like all kinds of fudged up. So that's another reason why I don't really mind opening these. But got our TIE Fighter pilot. Now you get some Stormtroopers. Stormtroopers are always my favorite. Oh, let's check what I was talking about. Oh, Kenners. Give you that old Kenner kind of feel to it. Which, love me some Kenners. Like, if you guys didn't already know, love, like, aliens. The alien figures are easily, like, my favorite toys growing up as a kid. And then I'd have to say, like, Star Wars would probably be next. In terms of, 'cause I can't really think of, like, anything else that's, like, Kenner that I collect. Like, I got Playmate stuff. Because that's, like, Turtles. Turtles, the Gridmans are Playmates. But he just gets a Stormtrooper blaster. I don't know how well that's gonna... This guy's got some tight grips. I like you. But, again, with a Stormtrooper blaster. But, looks really nice. Like, I would say, like, these next to the aliens are probably also pretty sweet. Just standing on your shelf. Articulation's a little bit easier to do on these ones as well. I also like how the gloves are just, like, super gigantic on it. Sadly, there's like no TIE Fighter to put him in. Although they do make a Tauntaun. I kind of want it. There's like Tauntauns and I seen they make the Wampa. There's also a Chewbacca for this line too, and it looks horrendous and I need it. Looks like a stuffed animal. Give me there. But here is classic Luke from A New Hope. This one also has the same lightsaber that came with the Dagobah one. On the Dagobah Bespin. I guess it's almost like a Dagobah one, but I think there actually is a specific Dagobah version that you can get with Yoda in the backpack. Which I feel is probably like the best way to like display a Yoda if you have it, at least like outside of like prequels. Because prequels definitely want to have like the lightsaber. Okay. The plastic card. You get the binoculars, which, oh, it has a thing you can hook on a strap. Can I hook it on a strap? Where can I hook it on the strap? Oh, I like too, you can have the lightsaber handy right here. I don't know how effective that is, but it's an option. Man, it looks like this should have like a specific spot. I guess it'd be back here. Definitely loose-fitting outfit. Looks like, oh, it's the same head, but he's not quite as blonde. Interesting. Interesting. And then you get the Stormtrooper blaster, which it's kind of weird that you get the full lightsaber for this one. Because like he never, like outside of the training, he never really used it in the first one. Flexible hand, so you can have the blaster. God, I get like terrified on these ones moving the joints, because he doesn't really got like a rotation outside of the elbow, and it's trying to figure out where the bend's at. I really want to put this on his waist. You might become accustomed, because I might be breaking that off at some point and dremeling it down. Because again, it's not like these are super valuable to begin with, so I kind of want to just get them looking the way that I want to. Then, again, like I said, they kind of remind me a lot of the ones growing up. I guess like the nice thing about collecting these, because they're so inexpensive, I don't really feel that like they got to be set up a certain way. Because like the thing about repainting X pluses and stuff for me, or even touching those up, is because I spent so much money on them, I don't want to do anything extra to them. And I don't feel like I should have to do anything extra to them, which is why I like doing the reviews and such, I critique them a lot more. It's even like the quarter scale X Plus figures, I'm kind of in the same boat. Critique them a lot more because of the price point. I feel like I shouldn't really have to touch them. Monster Art's another prime example. Well, these are like late 90s collectibles that, I don't know, I like that a lot of these come with extra weapons. And you do get Han Solo's blaster for this one. But I'd want to pose them with the blaster, but I don't have anywhere to sit the gun. Outside of just like, I guess, leaving it on the display. Maybe having some stormtroopers double fisting weapons. But also looks really nice. I like the belt. Seems like to me it sits kind of low. That might be right though. Wouldn't surprise me if I'm wrong. I'd like to. The collar's just like super high up on this one. But face looks nice. Again, not a lot of posability, but the outfit is pretty spot on. To me, it looks like it's just going to be a lot of like finagling the belt a little bit to get it to sit more appropriately. But outside of that, pretty happy with that guy. Probably the weirdest one. Also another one that the box isn't quite like, it's really grimy feeling. But, oh, yeah, you can even tell there the plastics definitely got some gunk issues going on. I think he's the one I'm probably the most concerned about. Because I think when I first opened this up and was looking through stuff, he was on top. But we shall see. I got a little bit of... Yeah, he definitely smells like a basement. Alright, well, the first one that's kind of... Why do you have a Star Wars blast? Where's his pike? He's got in the thing. But he doesn't have a pike. But by golly, he has a Stormtrooper blaster, and that's all I guess he needs. Alright, little extra stuff, I guess. Oh, but this one's kind of got like... It's actually painted, which is kind of cool. Oh man, it's stiffy. It made my nose runny. Got the binoculars, also detailed. That might get swapped out for Luke, I'm gonna assume. Because it looks a little nicer. Alright, well, it kind of sucks that you don't come with the thing. I like that you look grimy. Like, I'm not sure if that is from him being in a basement, but his outfit looks really cool. It looks like it's made out of burlap. It's got some discoloring here and there, which looks really nice. Like this one, like outside of it not having a pike, is probably, I think, the best looking one. I'm trying to see, it's supposed to sit under his jaw, but that doesn't seem like that's gonna fit very well. It's just... Why? It's a little strange. I like that he's got the binoculars. Like, alright. Can put his little cloth, maybe? No? Little plastic thing? I think Luke's getting that one. We'll set the other one down. Second to last one we are on Big Bad Darth Vader, which is by far the worst conditioned box of them all. Which is a little sad because Darth Vader is probably arguably the coolest character in all of Star Wars. I do like me some Boba Fett, but Vader is Vader. He's definitely one of those ones I need to try to get a figure arts of at some point. Well, that's... Why does his... As I say, his lightsaber looks the exact same as Luke's. Oh, it's different. Okay. It's just like the bottom kind of concerned me a bit. But he has what appears to be one gripping hand. Oh, his gloves cape's kind of see-through. That's interesting. Man, these gloves are huge. And looks like there's a bit of wood in here. There's a plug. I don't know. Oh, it's his hand. Gotcha. Alright. Figured that out. So, there we go. It's actually a glove. I thought they were just like molded and hooked on. That's kind of cool. Looks like... Alright. Kind of articulate that a bit. I'm gonna say, I don't know how I feel about the Vader. It's not bad. It ain't no sideshow, that's for sure. Leather parts are slightly tacky. Outside of that, I think the plastic doesn't feel too bad. He's just got a lot of fabric going on around the cape here. Definitely gonna be more omnipresent looking. A lot of messing around with the lightsaber. I feel like he's going to be the one that I'm going to have posing. That's just going to be like the most frustrating thing ever. And I think the best for last. Although for reasons there's a PlayStation Driver 2 here on the bottom of the case. But we have Yoda. No Jawa though. Oh yeah, we had R2-D2, didn't we? We never opened R2. Should be pretty quick. He's actually pretty big. All plastic. Not sure what I would have expected him not to be made of. Because all plastic. I don't really see what else he could have been made of. He's like the only die-cast one. What's... You know, I feel like I snipped these, but yet he doesn't want to free from his freaking prison. Alright. Definitely the most posable of the bunch. Oh, that even retracts. That's kind of cool. Alright, easily the best one. Oh, okay, I guess it just... You just grip it. It doesn't really do a whole heck of a lot. So, how do you get him... Oh. I don't feel like he's quite that level. Per se. I guess it's probably the angle that I got him at. But probably just got him just straight up. Yeah, detail's pretty nice though still. Got a lot of silvers. Like I'd say probably like in terms of accuracy, this probably looks the best out of the bunch, which to be expected. It's kind of, I feel like it's really hard to fudge up a droid. Especially when you want to make it collectible. Definitely gotta find a C-3PO though. Cause wasn't one here. I think I used to have one, but Arnez's kid currently has that one, but that one was a big old collector thing that I don't think I would have wanted to open anyways. So I don't really mind getting rid of that one. But at some point... Oh, his head's potable. That's cool. But because this is... pretty sure this is Empire, from the way the package looks. You do get a cane. Which... I guess he holds. There isn't really much going on with this one. But what's nice is you do get decent amount of play with the head. He has this little hinge here. You get a rotation. No rotation at the body, but you can bend it forward and back. There's a little bit of arm posability, but nothing too crazy. For the most part, like, he's just going to stand there. But looks really nice though. Like him him just going to be standing on the shelf, I think easily one of the best looking ones, especially with the face sculpt. Looks pretty spot on. So from what I got here, I think outside of all this freaking cardboard, I say probably the best looking one, R2-D2 for sure. The two small ones I think are the best looking, not the most impressive outside of R2-D2. And then after that, I think I like Greedo. I like that the gun's molded, because like you're going to pose them with the weapons anyways, might as well be a molded thing. And then just like everything just kind of looks right for me. Like I really like the head, outfit looks cool. Next, probably the Tusken Raider, but I don't get why it didn't come with the Geffy staff, so that's kind of disappointing. The rest of them are pretty neat. Not the best, not like the craziest things ever, not the best thing, not the most accurate things. They're definitely not Sideshow collectible quality. But for 20 bucks, pretty pumped to have these. But what do you guys think? Have you guys ever collected these or owned these growing up? Let me know in the comment section below. I also got these. I don't know what I'm doing with them with these yet. There's a few model kits that were also a part of this. Those ones, not quite my cup of tea. So those ones I'll probably be putting up for sale or just trying to get rid of here in the near future. But I might try to get a hold of more of these. I'm not sure if we're going to try to eBay some of these, like maybe the Akbar. The rest will probably be like if I come across them in my toy huntings, I'll try to pick them up. But for the most part, it'll just be like what I get. Outside of a few main characters I might try to get a hold of. But let me know in the comment section below. And help us defeat those characters by hitting that like button, subscribe, come Ranger Deal. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.